Hi, this is Royce Harrell. Have you ever wondered what sets you on a certain course, a certain path, how you got to where you're going? And I was reflecting back. I was in the 7th grade, and I thought it was going to be an awesome year. You see, I was the youngest of 3 children, an older brother and sister, and they went off to college. Both of them were in college the same year, at the same time when I was going into the 7th grade. And I thought, man, this is going to be an awesome year. And I'm going to have the house to myself. It's going to be amazing just to be able to just not have to put up with my brother and sister. But you know what it turned out to be? It was the worst year of my life. Every time I ask, can I do this? Can I buy that? Let's do this. It was, no, there's no money. Got to pay for tuition. Got to pay for room and board. All year long, it went on that way. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is not fun. And it's interesting that you wouldn't think that somebody that's 12 years old, going on 13, would have this thought, but I did. I thought to myself, this is not good. I'm going to have financial independence when I grew up. Now, I didn't have a clue what financial independence was, but I just knew that that meant there must be some money available to go do the stuff that you want to do. Well, that set me on a course, and a course that has actually led me through my whole life. And it's amazing what that, actually understanding that and seeing it, how it's kind of led to the various steps that I've taken during my life. And so I want to share with you some of the things that of my journey. And this journey is interesting because it's like it's been planned out, but I assure you it wasn't. But there were a couple of things that were important here. One was I began to know what it was that I was pursuing, and I knew why I was pursuing it. And I didn't really know the course of action that I would take and the steps I would take, and because there were a number of issues. You know, the first thing that happened was Mrs. Frank, who was my 12th grade physiology teacher, said to me in the spring semester, she said, Royce, I think you ought to consider going to medical school. And I said, Mrs. Frank, I can't go to medical school. Obviously, you've not seen my grades. I mean, and plus, I don't have any money. So Mrs. Frank kind of says, okay. And she went off, and about 3 weeks later, she came back to me. She says, Royce, I've been thinking, you know, how about X-ray school, X-ray technology, become an X-ray tech? And I says, well, I'm not sure I know what that is. And she says, well, they pay you to go to school. I said, oh, well, that's my kind of school. And so 2 weeks after I graduated from high school, I'm down at the local hospital. I have gone down to interview with the radiologist, and he goes in and says, why do you want to become an X-ray tech? And I says, could you tell me what an X-ray tech is? And that started me on my healthcare career that lasted over 40 years. It began to chart a course, and it all became because I wanted to go to school, but I didn't have any money, but I knew I wanted financial independence, and this was